Hello guys, welcome back to the course. In this video we are going to discuss about a handling exception in Flask application. There are actually two ways to handle an exception in a Flask application. One is to redirect user to a specific error page which shows some actual error messages to the user, and else return a specific error message to the user. We are going to see both the approach in our video. Okay, so first of all I am going to write on error handler at app.error handler. This error handler is the method which actually present within the Flask framework, which accepts a status code parameter, which actually is status code. I am going to pass 404. 404 is the not found status code is the method. So since it is for not found, I am going to give the method name as a not found exception. Okay, so this method must accept a parameter which is called error. This error could be and whatever the name you want. This is just a variable name which actually hold the error. Okay, this method I'm going to return requester URL not found. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, with the status code 404. Now I have an error handler which going to handle only 404 exception. Now I'm going to restart the server. Server has started. I'm going to my browser to server request localhost 5000. This URL is already been requested. I'm going to send the URL which hasn't been requested. Hasn't been registered with my application test. So the requested URL not found. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is the user defined error message which was sent by me. If I haven't declared this error handler, what would have been happened? Refresh the page. Okay, and this is actually the error message from the server, and this annoying it. This is not the right way to develop a web application. Okay, so you must have to handle all the error exceptions occur in your application. Okay, let's comment this. So now we are going to see another exception. So whenever we request for this path, this method will get triggered. Now what I'm going to do is like return 1 divided by 0. This for sure going to raise an exception. Let's see how that is been handling here. Restarted my server, going to the browser. I'm going to send on now request to the /path. Internal server error. This internal server error is actually comes from the server side. Okay, internal server error status code is 51. We need to write each and every handler. Like here we have only written for 404. So whenever 404 exception rises, this method will get triggered, not for other exceptions. So let's try the test. Okay, so this is how the error handling works in the Flask application. Now it's time to redirect our exception to some other file. How would you do that? You need to create one template file. That could be a error file. Okay, so since it's going to handle 500 exception, 500 error.html. Here I'm going to say some server side error occurs. Okay, so this is just a text sample error message. When 500 exception occurs, app.error handler. 500 exception occurs. I'm going to redirect to the error file, which is 500 error HTML. Okay, so I'm going to restart my server. Again I'm going to send request for this URL path. This is how you need to handle the exceptions. So some server side error occurs. This text is actually comes from the 500 error. Okay, so whenever 404 occurs, you will get this method will get triggered whenever 500 occur, you will get this one. Let's discuss about status code in our upcoming video.